So, last month I was still using Windows 11 on my main laptop. Why have I decided to switch? How was the switch? Would I come back to Windows someday? Everything in this video. The elephant in the room is my laptop, my gaming laptop. It came with Windows 11. My main worry were a couple of things, those NVIDIA drivers and MSI software regarding the fans and such. Majority of programs I used were already fast, so this problem was out of the question. The main reason why I decided to switch was first Cast the Cat convincing me to use Linux, but at some point I got really annoyed with Windows 11. Shipped updates that could break my system. But actually the yall has compromised packages. Yes, and it is not the first time that this happened, but on Linux you don't update your system automatically, unlike Windows, where you thought you powered down your system, but joke's on you, it turned on with a fresh update. On Linux, I just turn off my laptop and that's it. It's off. Windows 11 has been ultra invasive that it annoys me. Well, I decided to go for EndeavourOS since they do really well with NVIDIA drivers and I can confidently say they work really well. Besides that, there's the MSI control center for Linux. It's a bit easier compared to the Windows version and less bloated actually. All you really need is here. Easy switch for performance power, managing your fans and stuff about your battery life. Regarding the keyboard RGB, there was no problem at all. All I needed was OpenRGB, which registered the keyboard instantly. Regarding the games situation, well, all the games I played work on Linux and work better here, honestly. Warframe, for example, works great. Out of the box, it just worked. Regarding gaming on Linux, ProtonDB is gonna be your best friend. And as mentioned before, the majority of software I use already exists natively on Linux or is FOSS. But if with everything so great, you of course stumble into problems. First problem is DaVinci Resolve. Well, it does run natively on Linux, it of course doesn't work. Because codec licensing. For example, if you want to use it for free, from what I remember, you're basically not able to because things like images, videos, certain codec like H.264, H.265 will simply not work, GIFs and certain audio formats will simply not work. I of course tried other video editing software like Lightwork, looks great, but works like shit. I really despise it. Best video editor on Linux when it comes to functionality seems to be KDE Live. And well, Blender. As crazy as it sounds, people seem to praise Blender as video editor, and that is honestly the only problem that I encountered. Everything else worked perfectly fine. I wanted to talk about how Figma doesn't work on Linux because it's not updated anymore, but as you see, the chapter is called No Adobe. And actually, Adobe tried acquiring Figma, which failed at some point. Thought they completely acquired it, but apparently not, okay? But thing is, regarding that, I found a great alternative called Pinpot, and besides that, Figma works in the browser, so it's not a problem. Regarding Photoshop, which I use very frequently, I found a great alternative called Affinity Photo. Yes, it's not a native Linux package, but what I found is a really neat app image that makes it work really well. And honestly, I would say it's many times better than Photoshop. Switching completely to Linux wasn't a problem for me. The big important nuance is that I already got used to using LibreOffice and other FOSS programs that are available on Linux. So the switch was just smooth, ignoring DaVinci Resolve. Honest question, would I at some point go back to Windows? Fuck no. Maybe only have a Windows VM for software development testing. That's it. Linux makes it both convenient and inconvenient, depending what you want to do. But generally, I would even say things have been smoother, like the File Explorer and Taskbar. Oh boy. Bluetooth has been working really well. On Windows I had to manually switch devices, on Linux it does it automatically, and it's really nice. Also, whenever I boot my laptop, it's just way faster, and everything I need opens up like that one Tony Stark gif. While on Windows it would have taken eons till this got opened, or Steam. I hope y'all enjoyed this video of my little Linux journey. Hydrated and took care of yourself. Have a good one. Bye.